Here is an 800-word expanded scene 1 for a kid-friendly creative story, no heading, as you asked. The morning sun slipped through the small bedroom window, lighting up a messy table covered with cardboard pieces, colored tape, empty glue sticks, and half-used markers. Amir stood in the middle of it all, staring at a very crooked cardboard wall in his hands. It leaned to the side like it was already tired of standing. Today is the day, he whispered to himself, tightening his fists. I'm going to build the best cardboard house ever. Outside, birds chirped like they were cheering him on, and the soft sound of children playing echoed from down the street. But Amir didn't move toward the noise. He was focused, too focused. He carefully placed the wall piece on the floor and reached for another cardboard piece that was meant to be the doorway. It looked simple in his imagination. In reality, it looked complicated. He tried to tape the doorway piece to the wall, but the tape curled around his fingers instead. He pulled it free with a frustrated sigh, stuck it on the cardboard again, and pressed hard. The cardboard bent slightly. No, no, no. Amir groaned. Just then, his little sister, Zara, peeked inside the room. She had pigtails that bounced when she moved and a permanent sparkle of curiosity in her eyes. Are you making a robot? She asked. It's a house, Amir replied, trying very hard to sound patient. A cardboard house. A strong one. Zara walked in slowly, stepping over scraps of cardboard like they were stepping stones. She leaned close to the wall. It looks like it might fall, she said honestly. Amir's chest tightened. He had thought the same thing but didn't want to admit it. He picked up another strip of tape and pushed the wall upright again. It won't, he said, louder this time. I just need better tape. He dug through a small box and pulled out a shiny, stronger roll. He wrapped it tightly around the edges, pressing hard with his thumbs. Slowly, the wall began to feel sturdier. He tested it by gently tapping it. It stayed upright. Zara's eyes widened. Whoa, that small word felt like a reward. After a few minutes, Amir laid 2 walls flat on the floor and taped them together at the edges. When he lifted them, they formed a shaky corner. It wobbled a little, like it was unsure whether it wanted to become a house or not. Stay, he whispered, pressing the corner down firmly. The room filled with the soft ripping sound of tape and the light scratch of markers as Amir drew small bricks on the walls. He drew a mailbox, a tiny window, a smiling sun in the corner of one wall. Sweat formed on his forehead, but he didn't stop. Outside, clouds slowly gathered, blocking the bright sunlight. The room grew slightly dimmer, and a gentle breeze slipped in through the window, making the cardboard edges flutter. The corner trembled. Oh no, Amir muttered. Before he could grab it, the taped corner bent inward, and the wall slowly collapsed to the side with a soft thud. Not loud enough to scare anyone, but loud enough to hurt. He stood there, frozen. His shoulders dropped. The tape hung loosely. The bricks he had drawn now rested sideways. Zara stepped closer. She knelt beside the fallen wall. It didn't break, she said softly. It just got tired. Amir let out a small, shaky breath. He sat down on the floor, legs crossed, staring at the fallen wall. For a moment, he thought about giving up. About pushing everything aside and going outside to play. But then he noticed something. The tape he used before had bent because the floor wasn't flat. One small corner of cardboard had made everything uneven. It wasn't the wall's fault. It was the base. He slowly picked up the wall and pressed the bent toe of tape flat again. He took a new, wider strip of strong tape and placed it along the bottom edge, making a firm base. Then he stood the wall upright again. This time, it didn't shake. Zara clapped her hands softly. It's learning, she said. Amir smiled for the first time that morning. He added another wall, slowly, carefully, holding his breath as he pressed tape along the edges. He built it piece by piece, like a puzzle that only his hands could solve. The breeze came again, but the walls stayed standing. By the time the clouds moved away and the sunlight returned, the cardboard house had 4 walls. No roof, no door yet, but it stood there, quiet and proud. Amir placed his hand on one of the walls and felt the gentle wobble fade as the tape held it firm. It's not finished, he whispered. But it's standing. He sat back on his heels, looking at his work, while Zara crawled inside the open space and peeked through the window he had drawn. It feels like a real house, she said. Amir didn't answer right away. He just watched the cardboard walls, glowing softly in the returning sunlight, and felt a small spark of something warm inside his chest. The challenge had begun. If you want the next scene, Just tell me. Smile.